merriment.
Survival for expats.
In the concrete forest.
On Friday nights.
Remember all the script.
Yeah.
Hi guys, and welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us. We have our UFO expert.
They've come from space. From space here tonight with us.
I'm not.
Where are you from?
Next door.
Just the studio opposite side.
From the studio
No,
opposite. So we forced these men who have a actual serious show on this channel to come on our show. So you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Chafei. I think it's very difficult to pronounce for most of the person.
Chafei.
Yeah, good. Good, and then Tong. Yeah, we host the program MJ13 over there, the other side.
The other side.
On the other side.
On the other side, okay.
Why is it called MJ13?
Oh, that's a little jokes for a secret society or secret groups. It's called MJ12. That was formed by the U.S. government, and then they have 12 scientists. Actually, they mainly study the UFO information and then try to cover that up.
Okay.
And cover it up.
Yeah, cover it up, and then we just want to make it like a joke and more easy to remember.
Yeah.
And then he became the 13th one.
Exactly.
So how did you guys get involved in learning about UFOs? Like, how old were you when you knew you wanted to do that with your life?
Well, actually, when I was like 12, I guess, I saw the UFO with my dad and my sisters.
Wow, you saw a UFO?
Yeah, we saw UFO because at those days in Hong Kong, we don't have air conditioning, not like now, everybody have it. So after the dinner, it's kind of hot, so we all go up to the roof of the building, get some air, and then my sister, they can play on the ground, and then I just watch the star with my dad or something, and my daddy just stand up there and watching. I don't know what he watched anyway. So anyway, we saw something like we saw a ball, which is orange or reddish orange color, and then it start to floating from very far away from the sky, and then it goes up to our place, and our building, the opposite side of our building is a mountain. So that thing, it just make a few turn, and then slowly, and then goes away.
Wow.
So that was the first sighting.
Were you scared? Or were you
I was
excited?
scared.
Yeah.
I was scared, and I dragged my dad. I said, yeah, let's go home. My dad is kind of like, no, there's something weird. Why don't we stop and take a look at it? And I remember my brother who used to brought a lot of little books from Taiwan, but the Taiwan translation books of the UFO information with a lot of picture in there. And the picture, like black and white UFO pictures.
Is this in Hong Kong?
In Hong Kong, yes.
In Chinese, yeah.
In Chinese wording, but the translate from the files, from the English file. Anyway, I don't know what to look because I have dyslexia. Okay, I have trouble to read Chinese.
Yeah.
The words, or I don't even remember what I read. So anyway, I just look at the pictures, and some of the pictures is people photos, an alien, and also the very old photos of some UFO, the real one. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So I keep on looking this kind of books, and try to read as hard as I can. And then more easier now these days we have internet, so we keep on doing a lot of research.
Sure.
And that is how I started.
Tong, why are you interested?
Well, I didn't see those at the young time.
Yeah.
But I think it's because of the prophecies that we all talk about, end of the world, 2012, remember? Everybody talk about it?
Yeah.
So then suddenly I thought it should have kind of an explanation of all this, right?
Yeah.
So I start searching on web,
Yeah.
and then see some programs and saw Chafei's program.
Great. And here you are now.
Yeah, that's all.
And then we both went to the States together because 2 years ago I set up a tour to the States and tried to find the UFO.
Did you find one?
Oh yeah, we found a lot
We
of
didn't
them.
find one,
Wow.
we found over 70.
Wow.
We saw 57 things flying on the sky at one night.
Where did you go?
Oh, that's Sedona in Arizona.
Oh yeah, that place is magical though.
Yeah.
If they're going to be
You've been
anywhere,
there?
it's going to be there. Yeah,
Hopefully,
my
yes.
parents go there
Can
like
you
every
picture
year,
them
and I
as
go
well?
as
Can you
often as I
film
can.
them?
There is something in the air in Sedona that I'm not
Definitely.
surprised
Yeah, people told me that it's a very spiritual place, and I went there. I saw people standing in the middle of the street and talking to the trees.
Yeah, well, the trees. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a lot of energy vortexes in Sedona. Yeah. So the trees grow like kind of all in a spiral
kind of
because the energy is always twisting around. So it's really
weird
powerful.
place.
Yeah, it'll make you
get high because of the altitude.
Yeah.
So you feel different.
Right, you do.
Already.
Yeah. So we don't need to buy drugs.
You don't need
just need to drive up.
Well, you can go there.
With us on tour.
You can go there because weed is legal in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why people are speaking to trees.
But when I walk by and people walk by, I smell. Oh, this guy is stoned.
Yeah.
You know.
There's kind of a lot of hippies there.
Yeah,
too,
a lot
for sure. They're very open-minded.
I think it's kind of people who cannot get into the society. They will move to that place.
Yeah.
So, including some people may have alien abduction experience. You know, they cannot actually get into the world and live together in a big city. So they move to this place.
Yeah.
And that's how they make the place so spiritual. And then we went there. We went to also the Area 51, the gates of Area 51, and then because we cannot get into the gates, but you know, but we went there, and then we
Is that in Roswell?
No, it is somewhere in Nevada, somewhere close to Vegas.
Deserts. I see.
Yeah, but it's close to Vegas, but you have to drive like 4 hours to get there. But
the stories about it, if someone go through that gate, and before you reach anything, then there will be helicopters chasing you around.
Helicopters and army.
So what is said to happen there at Area 51? Like they have aliens there?
Yes.
Well, there are a lot of story because at probably 1980 or something, there is a guy, his name Bob Lazar. He claimed he used to work in Area 51 as a scientist, and he saw UFO, he saw a lot of technology, and that's how people start to think, okay, they have a secret air base in the middle of the desert. And they store the information of UFOs, or they have the real UFO which crashed to Roswell in 1947. They stored the UFO inside Area 51.
Wow. Isn't there loads of like either videos or like old pictures and stuff where they're like claiming that they've taken the aliens into Area 51 and you can see them being taken in?
Oh
yeah.
There's stuff in videos like that where they've seen anachronisms, like stuff that doesn't quite belong in that period of time where it's meant to be filmed.
Oh, I see.
Right.
They've been like, oh, but there's like a rotary phone on the thing, which wasn't invented till blah blah. So I don't know. So I mean, that's the only stuff I've read up about.
Yeah.
Well, Bob Lazar actually give a lot of information, like the technology we have right now, like this a laser or silicone, the silicone and the chips, computer chips, and what else? I don't remember. Oh yeah, fiber optics.
Okay.
This is all they can find. This kind of materials and this kind of technology from a crash wreckage.
But, so do you think that the people that actually work in it, like that place now, that they come out of it and are in society and stuff, or do they always stay in there?
They always stay in there.
Mess you up a bit. Like, how do you keep that secret?
Yeah, like what you saw in the movie. When once you're a scientist and you work there, you don't have annual leave every week.
Yeah.
They may release you like probably 6 months, and then you can go out and join your family.
That would be so difficult now. Like, how do you just get back into society?
Yeah, you have to remember
knowing what you know now.
Yeah, you have to understand they're dealing with some top secret information. They cannot just let you go.
That's like the most top secret you can get. Aliens.
Exactly.
Why do you think aliens are even coming here? Are they trying to communicate with us?
I don't think they're coming.
Yeah.
They were here before us.
Oh.
That's how it means.
Yeah, there are many theories, but some of the theories say we human beings like us, we all have a little DNA from the alien.
Okay.
So this is more like a farm.
Wow.
For them. But I don't know what is that for food or for whatever, I don't know.
That's kind of scary.
That's scary.
Does that mean a farm? Are they going to eat us?
Yeah, that is one of the theory. And the reason the government need to cover up the technology and cover up the information because of the energy. Think, in UFO you don't need to fill up the gas for the UFO to fly.
There's no gas station.
No gas station.
It just runs on energy.
They just get the energy. Some of them get from the sun. Some of them get from the the vacuum, like the space, but they have a technology to get the energy
we
to fly.
We also have that technology though. We have like solar power and stuff. So it's like we have it, but they won't implement it.
We have solar energy, but the problem is the government never pay a lot of attention into it. And then some scientists have a method to get some energy from nothing, from air. But usually the technology will be brought and keep in secret, or maybe if you don't want to sell it, they will kill you.
I've heard about conspiracy theories where the government have developed this kind of technology, but are literally just keeping it under wraps.
So there's no reason for them to not like let us have it, right?
Well, there is
just money,
I mean, just fear,
money,
control.
Yeah, because if we don't need the oil. The money, the dollars go to where?
I mean, countries would collapse.
But if we're a farm anyway, then
if you don't have, if we don't need the fuel, we don't need the gas, we don't need petrol, and
but everything suffers that. Just for instance, in Canada right now, the gas they made really cheap, so now the Canadian dollar is down like so low. So if I try to take out money here, it's crazy. So it always comes down to money, right? I think.
Definitely. So that's why the government will do whatever they can to cover up the files. And then also, for some of the religion, if I'm telling you, somebody telling you the God didn't create the human being, because the human being is actually created by the alien, and then the religion will collapse.
Right.
I mean,
So it will be in the whole panic in the whole world.
And then I think it'll be the collapse of like the whole human race, right?
Modern civilization as you know it.
Because it's power. Humans don't want to be made by aliens. Like we want to think we made aliens.
We all seek that answer, like where are we, like where do we come from? But none of us actually truly want that.
But really, aren't we kind of aliens? Like we are living on a planet, floating through space as well. Like wouldn't we be aliens to other living things out there? So
very true.
It always like grounds me, and I'm like, we're just on a planet floating around right now. So
another one reason the government wouldn't let you know about the UFO and the alien exists, because they allowed the alien to abduct human being to do experiment.
What kind of experiments are they doing on humans? That's what I
so
want to know.
Like,
okay.
Some of them they
I'm not going to sleep tonight.
Some of them they make you pregnant, and then they take the baby.
That's why Dr. Kat's not drinking. You know she's pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
No, Dr. Kat is pregnant. That's why she's not drinking.
Oh, really?
But we don't know how it happened. So
anyway, they make you pregnant.
Like the Virgin Mary.
And then they take your baby out before you give
birth. Okay.
Okay. So one of the reasons we think is they're studying the hybrid human being for the future.
Whoa.
Why do they want to study that though? Are they going to try to like recreate that, or they want to have the power against us?
They want to
better their farm.
Let the human being way out, and then have a new race with hybrid, so they can deal with the space travel for the future.
Okay.
Remember, human being like us, even the astronaut, they go up to the space. They couldn't stay there more than 6 months. Or otherwise they will have problem with their bones and their muscles.
That's right. The body is just physically not meant to be in space.
Do you think that aliens are helping us to go to Mars and like set up a colony there? You know that they're doing that?
If I have to answer that question, you have to understand there are many races of alien, not alien. Some of the alien may want to use us, like the alien who contact United States government and make deal with them. So they give technology to United States, but they have to take the people back to the space to do this experiment. And some of the alien we call probably like Palladians. They're kind of spiritual. They try to come here and let you know, if we want to grow up, if we want to get into, we have future, we have to raise up our spiritual. People say right now we are just like a kids with matchbox. I can believe that for sure. I hear a lot about the Pleiadians and like that other dimension that they live in, right? She's
the
good.
fifth dimension or something? I'm super into all of this stuff for sure. I don't think for a second that we're the only, that is just humans and that's as big as it gets. Like how is this all possible that we're floating around here? So
definitely. We have some witness like Billy Meyer, even his information, a lot of his information have been, how can I say it? People get the fake information into
fabricated.
Something like that. But still, he actually saw the alien, and they have 8mm film that can capture the flying saucer coming from the sky.
Have you ever read? Okay, so there's a book called Under the Dome by Stephen King.
Yeah. Oh, they made a show about that, right?
Yeah, the show's terrible. The book is interesting though because apparently, I don't know if you know the concept. Basically, a dome is made over a city, and it turns out it's all aliens playing games. It's really cool.
Wow.
Well, I understand that theory, but we don't have time. We actually don't have time to read books because we have a lot of information files.
Yeah.
Like recently, there are projects named Project Blue Book.
Okay.
It's more than 10,000 UFO cases released, and you can download it.
Why don't people believe it? Like, if there's that much proof.
That is we call world real, because
maybe?
we were when we study with our religion, with the news, with the media, they all telling you UFO stuff is crazy and silly, and make people laugh at it. So even some of my fans, they saw the UFO, but they're so scared to tell the story out because they're afraid people may make joke on them.
Yeah, I can see that.
So that is the whole government, not only the United States government, but whole world, all the government trying to cover up the information.
If you could meet an alien, would you want to meet an alien?
Well, of course.
What would you say to it? What would you do?
I probably couldn't have any free will to do anything. They just probably let you lie down and let them do the experiment.
Wow.
And I would say, if you want to do the hybrid, give me a beauty one.
No, they'll give you a machine, sorry.
Because somebody actually did get on a craft and make love with a machine.
Wow.
But he doesn't know until he finished. They have a hologram project to his brain and think he is having sex with a beautiful woman.
Okay.
But as soon as he finished, and then he realized that it's a machine.
Wow. Well, on that very cheerful note, I'm sorry, but this is the end of our episode with You Can't Sit With Us. You can follow us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/You Can't Sit With Us HK. This has been Chuck Fei, and Tong Tong.
Thank you, guys.
Dr. Kat. Nurse Jen.
Astronaut Cassie.
Astronaut Cassie. We love you and we'll see you next week.
Bye. Thank you for watching.
你有幾高貴，講低俗我哋稱低，使你有幾高貴，講低俗我哋巴閉。
有理冇理，做你自己。低俗頻道，我低俗，但我舒服。